Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving deep into the world of human design yet again, but with a little twist. Are you spending hours dissecting every little detail of your human design chart like you're a detective on a case? Well, hold on. What if I told you that you might actually be missing the forest for the trees? That's right. Today, we're talking about the power that comes from seeing your human design holistically. And I'm here to guide you through why this perspective shift could be the key to you unlocking your true and hidden potential. So picture this. This may be from your past, who knows? But you've got your human design chart in front of you with all of those different details, colors, all of that complex information. So let me give you an example. So something like this. So as you can see, we have got lots of different things here, and you are spending your time meticulously analyzing what each of the channels and gates mean, how they come together. You're also looking at your centers, the defined ones and the open ones, and trying to work out what the secrets are there. And maybe you're even going into what works on the connection between the planets and the gates. You know, you're kind of feeling excited when you're doing this, particularly if you're anything like me. It feels like you're on an exploration. You're this amazing explorer diving deep into your human design chart. You're on the edge of these amazing discoveries. And it feels like you truly are starting to find bit by bit the secret treasures that are hidden there in your design. But let me show you something else. This is the rave mandala. Here it's called the quantum mandala. This is originally what a human design chart looked like. Ra and all of the other really early human design readers took your birth information and information from a planetary ephemeris and plotted it on a blank one of these. And that guided them to know what your design was like. But can you see how the information is written in an entirely different way? You know, this wheel gives you some different perspectives. You can see the connections between things in a different way once you know what's actually going on. So let me show you a few different things. So first of all, you can actually see that there are connections between each of the gates and the different sun signs. So that's your clear connection to astrology. Next, we know that we've got listed on our normal human design chart the incarnation cross. Well, it's actually a cross. If we join the two different gates up from both sides, so from the personality and from the design, we create a cross. And that gives us, you know, a lot of other ways to look at how those gates interact. Now, if we have a look around the outside, we can also see where the I Ching hexagrams sit. And if we look closely at them, we can actually see that there are some patterns and some connections and extra information there. So each of those hexagrams are grouped in a particular way and in an intentional way. And they follow these certain patterns going around that gives you even more information about the gates and the connections between the gates. It basically gives you almost like a story that unfolds in a lot more visual way than you get from your standard human design chart. So the Rave Mandala really was a way to view everyone's human design in a far more holistic kind of way. So what does all of that mean? That's pretty cool. Hopefully you found that interesting. So There is this real storytelling that can happen. And that's only just a couple of things that I've just pulled out there. There's so many different ways that you can get information by looking at the rave mandala that is quite incredible, intriguing, and interesting. I have to say, line 1, energy, remember. So I suppose the question then comes, why does it matter? What's the difference between you just going, all right, I've got gate 1, that's about this. I've got gate 60, that's about this. I've got this center defined, that's about that. All right. So what's the difference? I want you to imagine, if you're trying to navigate, say, through a maze, and as you go through the maze, you can really only see one small section at a time, can't you? You don't know if you're heading in the right direction or not. You sort of have to often go forward, backtrack. It can be a bit slow, a bit arduous, a little bit confusing at times. And this is almost like making your way through your human design, just choosing sections to look at, find out about, but not seeing the big picture. So imagine you're stuck in that maze, and then all of a sudden you find a map of the maze in front of you that shows you exactly where you are and exactly how you need to get out. All of a sudden, everything is really clear, and therefore you can go forward with a lot more confidence in what it's all about. So that's the power of holistically understanding what's in your human design chart. It's almost like having a bird's eye view. So you do need to go into the details, but you also then need to come back out again. It gives you a lot more clarity on who you are, what your purpose is. You don't actually need to have a picture of the rave mandala, but if you can get one, you might find that really intriguing as a way to look at your human design. But go into your chart, look at it with a greater degree of openness. Look for the ways in which things relate, the way in which things are in opposition to each other, maybe, because there's a push-pull within your human design. It's not all rosy gardens and beautiful butterflies. It's about your life learning. And learning is about having some tension. So where's the tension? And, instead of just learning about all of the separate parts, think about what it means when they come together. So, for example, an incarnation cross with all the gates in defined centers works in an entirely different way to one that has some, or maybe even all, of their gates in an undefined center. So what does that look like? Look for recurring themes and patterns. This is the thing that I always find when I journey through someone's human design. There are always these recurring themes that come up that are about the ultimate purpose and learning for that person's life. Everything within the chart has some kind of a purpose. It's there for a reason, and it's connected to all of the other parts in the chart in some way. So what I really want you to do is start to look at your human design in a way to try and see the big picture of you as well as the fine details of the chart. That way you're going to get a deeper understanding of yourself and your unique path in life. You'll see how each of those pieces of the puzzle fits together to form this really beautiful painting or tapestry that represents your uniqueness. It's going to lead you to the treasure of who you are as an entirely unique being. So, are you ready to actually unlock this hidden power within your human design chart? Are you ready to break free from the confines of just piecemeal analysis, a little bit of chicken pecking, and embrace the outward going, maybe bird's eye view, that holistic view that's going to help you to see more of your full potential? So if you are ready to unlock the true and deep secrets about who you are, that's amazing. Congratulations. And if you'd like support in achieving that, come along, get a reading with me, or work with me one-to-one, or even just subscribe to the channel. So it is your time to discover your unique power.